With this detail, we're going to be talking about film. Film is one of the most powerful tools that you must be using in your development. With this film, we're going to talk about tracking your analytics, we're going to be breaking down possessions, and we're going to be talking about full game recaps. Now, to dive into tracking your analytics, I want to show you a system that I use with players to help them reflect on their games. Now, with this system, all you need is one index card. You're going to have the front of the index card, and then you're going to have the back of the index card. On the front of that index card, all you're going to do is break down the game from positives, negatives, and goals for next game. With these positives, negatives, and goals for next game, I want you to just find 3 things within the game. So it's 3 positives, 3 negatives, and 3 goals you have for next game. This is going to help you really take that next step with your film, with not just watching the game, but really analyzing different aspects that you did well, things that you need to fix, and things that you can take with you into the next game. Once you do that, you're then also going to analyze everything that happened in the game. I want you to track your points, your assists, your turnovers, your rebounds, your steals, your blocks, all those basic stats. And then I want you to dive in to all the shots that you took. How many layups did you take? Maybe you took 3 layups. You were 1 for 3. Maybe you took 5 floaters. You were 2 for 5. Let's say you took 1 mid-range pull-up. You were 1 for 1. And then from the 3-point, you were 2 for 2. Right? It's just now getting all those shooting percentages on top of those basic stats. Once you do all of that, you're now going to have something that you can look back on from that game to say, okay, here's were my stats. These were the shots I took. They were my shooting percentages. And now let's lock in about the game situations, which you can talk about in your positives, negatives, and goals for next game. Notice here how, let's say you have a 25-game season. Within those 25 games, if you could do this for every single game, you're going to be able to watch that film and look back and say, oh, I'm going to watch this game. I knew I did this well. I knew I didn't do this well. And I had these goals that I wanted to fix. Over a long season, if you do this for every single game, you're not only going to be able to improve every single game out, but now you're going to have something to look back on in the off season like we're doing right now to saying, oh, I shot a ton of floaters throughout the season. I didn't make a lot. I've got to work on that. Or you could say, oh, in a lot of games, I turned the ball over because I didn't come off the screen well, which is what you've included in your index card. And now you could be like, I need to work on this in the offseason. My challenge for you is to just watch every single game, make this index card, and keep track of everything you're doing. This kind of analytical reflection that you're doing for every single game is going to help you create that off-season game plan.